Put a big shout out in the comments. Oh my goodness, that is dark. Why is it so dark? This lighting situation, we should have tested this before we start the live stream. What are we going to do?
It's a new webcam.
A new webcam. Okay, let's put this. Yeah, how's that for light? Oh,
It'll adjust.
It'll adjust. Okay, hey everyone. Hey, Oliver's here. Welcome everyone to our 2022 Christmas live stream. So Wayne, you want to say something about where we are and what we're doing?
Well, we are here in snowy Chicago where it's finally snowed for the very first time.
Yes.
And we have this is going to be a special Christmas
Oliver,
live stream. So we have our Christmas shirts here. I got this off Amazon. So it's Christmas kindness and it's Snoopy. And I think that'll be the theme of today.
And here's my shirt, which is Anatomy of a Beagle.
So you want to talk about
You want to read it off?
So we've got Snack Finder, which is the nose.
Yeah.
Heart of Gold, which is the heart, of course. And of course, Scratch, which is the ears.
Oliver, you can't leave again.
And then Happy Tail and Treat Storage, most important.
Most important is right here, the treat storage. Yeah, Oliver, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. So sorry, everyone. This is what it's like to live stream Beagle.
Oliver, it's okay. We're actually baking some cookies in the kitchen right now, which we'll show you. And Oliver has, of course, sniffed that out and is very suspicious and would like to go investigate. So Oliver, you can see here. We'll show you
Oliver,
the cookies
let's
later.
stay on camera. That's important for your fans. So yeah, we are having a great day so far here in Chicago. Oliver is definitely not sleepy today. He usually is around 11 a.m., but because of the cookie, he is very wide awake. And yeah, we're just sort of curious to know where everyone is from. So if you could put that in the comments, we'd love to read off where everyone is from today. And also, I'm sort of curious because this is World Cup weekend, who you are cheering for tomorrow. So if you also want to put that in the comments, or could we do a poll?
Setting it up now. But do the chat first.
So yeah, we're gonna set up the chat and we'll start reading where people are from. And while we're doing that, yeah. So we're just gonna, yeah. So I guess Oliver, your question might be, who is Oliver cheering for in the World Cup? And that's I would say that's kind of complicated, wouldn't you say, Oliver? So I think maybe early on, Oliver was a big Wales fan, because Oliver's a small dog and Wales is a small country. And he has some ancestors from Wales and he likes cheering for the underdog. Wales unfortunately got knocked out. And at that point, he transferred his allegiances over to Japan because we have a lot of fans from Japan and we really love Japanese dogs, especially Shiba Inus. But then unfortunately, Japan also got knocked out. So then, of course, we had to cheer for England because he is an English Beagle. But then England got knocked out. And now, what do you say, Oliver? France or Argentina? Well, I think, I think Lionel Messi is a really sensitive guy and Oliver is a very sensitive guy. So I think he sort of can feel a connection there, although he's a little bit worried because of the name Lionel. He's worried that there's sort of a cat-like dimension to that. So he's not entirely sure about that. So yeah, there's a little bit of a cat-dog rivalry. And yeah, but he actually has an aunt. My brother's wife is from Argentina. So Auntie Silvina, if you're watching, I think we kind of have to cheer for Argentina just because of that. And France did win last time. So, let's spread the love around. So that's what we're doing today. We're spreading the love. And are you able to read comments yet?
Yep. So
okay, so where are people from?
Well, a lot of people are saying that they're cheering for France, actually.
Oh, people are cheering for France. We love our French fans. Nous aimons notre fan français. And I'm from Canada, and I grew up speaking French too.
We have a lot of people. We have someone from Fairbanks, Alaska. That's so awesome. I wonder what the weather's like in Fairbanks.
I've been to Fairbanks. Fairbanks is amazing. I was there in the summer, but yeah, I have a friend from Fairbanks.
Greetings from Poland. We've got a lot of Chicago people here too. Ontario, Canada, and Minnesota, And let's see what else. Oregon, Germany. We love our German fans. Greece. We love our Greek fans too.
Yes, Greece.
Dallas, Toronto again.
Wow.
India. Wow. This is all
Wow.
around
Must
the world.
be late at night in India. What time is
Finland
it in India?
and Washington and another Oregon. Yeah, we've got Kansas, Tokyo, Norway. We've got it for everyone. So
wow,
thank you
it's
again.
like 2 a.m. in Tokyo. And did we do a poll to see?
Yeah, so we can go ahead and start that poll. So
if you want to vote for who you think should win the World Cup tomorrow.
This is gonna be how many dogs have you had in your?
Oh wait, okay, so yes, that's the next poll. This is the poll we want to start with. How many dogs have you had in your entire life? And that includes dogs that you had in your family as a child, or while you were growing up, any dogs you had as an adult as well. So your options are 0, but you want one, 1, 2, or 3 or more. And say how many dogs you've had actually in the comments. So let's see if we can find which Oliver the Beagle fan has had the most dogs in their entire life. We've only had one dog.
Mm-hmm. I had a cat before, but this is dogs only. So so far, I would say that a lot of people have had a lot of dogs. Is what I'm saying. 7, 8. Like we got to rejigger the poll.
Oh my goodness.
5. Katie Eglin, 5 Beagles. Someone just said 25 dogs.
25. Who's that? I think that's probably the record so far.
Yes, that's Emil00.
Awesome.
5 dogs, 5 Beagles, 3 Labs.
Wow.
8. Yeah, I think a lot of people had 22 dogs from Kay Berry. So, I think we've got a ways to go. We're just starting out here, really.
I always wanted a dog growing up. I've mentioned this before, but my mother is allergic to dogs. And then we waited until we had a townhouse before we got Oliver. So Oliver is our first dog. So we did meet someone at the Illinois Beagle Fest in October, run by the Midwest Beagle Rescue, who has 12 beagles right now. And I asked him, how does he get them all to the vet? And he says he just schedules it so that every month of the year, a different beagle is going to the vet. And I have to say that is true beagle commitment. That is beagle love forever, to have 12 beagles. I think one is probably all, I can handle. We also take this question all the time, whether we would get a brother or sister for Oliver. What do you think, Wayne, of that question?
I think it's a very interesting idea, and I'm very curious how Oliver would react. But I think we would certainly be happy to consider that. So I think once we kind of figure out to our lives, and just like once we're in a stable place, and we know what we're going to be for the next few years and everything like that, and I think we consider that as well. Because Oliver gets along really well with every other dog. He goes to doggy daycare, but likes playing for the dogs. He's a little bit standoffish at first, I feel like, when he meets other dogs. As an adult, as a puppy, he loved every single dog. But then he warms up to them very quickly, and he just gets along so well with every dog.
Every single dog he gets along with, I would say.
I think he'll do well.
We'll often meet dogs and they'll say, "Oh, my dog doesn't really get along with other dogs," but then Oliver just melts their hearts. By the end of the encounter, they do seem to be
wins them over.
Yeah, he's just so winsome. That's what I would call him. WINSOME, winsome.
I'm not sure how Oliver would do sharing his food though. So that is
sharing food. We would have to be very careful about
that.
Yeah. So actually, we want to start today's live stream, and the theme of today's live stream is
kindness and gratitude.
Kindness and gratitude, as shown by Wayne's shirt here. We actually want to start by remembering all of our beloved dogs, or the beloved dogs in our community who've passed away over the past year. Some of you may know from seeing our community posts that David McKinney, who's one of our really he always comments on every video, one of our longtime fans, he lost his dog Arnold last week, his Beagle Arnold, and he lost Bigfoot not too long ago. And we know it's especially hard at this time of the holidays when you've lost a loved one. So we just want to take a moment and just sort of reflect and remember these, beautiful dogs who are part of our life and have now gone over the Rainbow Bridge. So while we're taking this moment to remember, if you have lost a dog recently and you just want to mention that in the comments, maybe how old your dog was and what their name was and a little bit about them, we could just sort of have this moment, I think, just to remember, and that would be really important.
Yes, and also if you have a dog right now, give your dog a hug.
Yes.
And or if your dog is somewhere else, at home somewhere else, then just a moment to think about them.
The healing power of dogs. Yes, every time I'm feeling a little bit down, I just give Oliver a hug and I feel a lot better.
Yeah, Dallas is 13.
Yeah. You might have seen we actually posted a community post about Arnold, David McKinney's dog, and so many of you wrote in just the most amazing, wonderful comments last week. And if you haven't seen that, just go to our YouTube page and you can check it out in the community link. It was really moving for me to read these comments, this outpouring of support that you gave to David in his time of grief. So thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. I know it meant a lot to David. He actually wrote to us to say that he read every single comment. And it really, really meant a lot to him. So David, if you're watching, thanks so much for joining us here today. I know it's a hard Christmas to be without Arnold and Bigfoot, but I'm glad you can be here with us.
Yes, and also Katie Eglin is also a big Oliver fan. She lost Babette this year, so it's been, it's a lot, and a lot of people are partying with their dogs, and it's something that I think is it's hard. It's something that, even though I've lost my cat when I was growing up too, and that was hard on us too. But for us, it'll be something that we all have to go through at some point. And I'm heartened by the community posts and just how great this family is and how everyone's just being so nice to each other. So you all are just the best, and we're all here to help each other. So I love that. So thank you.
And of course, we treasure every moment that we have with Oliver here on this earth. He is already 6 years old. Their lives are way too short. It's hard to believe you're already 6, but he's really still just a big puppy inside. So let me say a little bit about the structure of today's live stream. So first, we're going to look back at what's happened since our last live stream, which was his birthday live stream on July 30th. Then we're going to have a little Christmas celebration. He's going to open his very first Christmas present, maybe even 2 if he's lucky. Do we have 2 that he could open?
That's his 2.
Yeah, he has 2. Then we're going to take some questions from fans, some of which were already posted yesterday, and you can also write questions in the comments. And then we're going to talk about future plans, and the whole thing is going to take about an hour, I would say. So just budget that time, sit down, relax, make yourself a big, heaping, steaming mug of cocoa. Oliver, does that sound good? You can't have cocoa. Dogs can have chocolate. Your cookie's going to be ready soon. And yeah, let's go. So what's happened since July?
Well, a lot. So a lot for both Oliver and us. So also just kind of personal notes, like we obviously came back. We went to the West Coast to see our families this summer, and we drove all the way back, which is nice. We love road trips. Oliver loves road trips. He's a great road tripper.
Yes,
he's like such a trooper. He just is like, okay, we're going somewhere. I'm getting in the car. I just want to be with you, which is great. I started a new job this week.
Just this week on Monday.
Yeah, so
everyone give Wayne a big shout out. Congratulations. We're super excited about this new job.
Thank you. Oliver may not be as super thrilled. He's like, oh, you're just on Zoom all the time now.
He's working from home, but that's perfect having Oliver when you're working from home, because everyone wants a cute Beagle Zoom bombing in the background when they're on their calls.
There's a little bit of there's definitely a lot of like some random whining that will suddenly hear, but no, everyone loves Oliver too, so I'm super excited to see Oliver on Zoom. And then we've been making some progress too.
Why don't I talk about the book? So here is the book, which was launched in June, and it's called Oliver the Beagle's Magical Night Journey, and Wayne and I wrote it together, and it's illustrated by a wonderful illustrator, Martina Krpulja from Bosnia. And here's what it looks like inside. Such beautiful pictures. I mean, really, it's a story that we wrote together. It's kind of a bedtime story about Oliver getting lost in the forest, and the different creatures he meets in the forest, and how he has to use his different senses to figure out how to find his way home. And the book is available on Amazon for purchase right now, all around the world. And the exciting new news is that just a couple weeks ago, we launched the Kindle version. So I know the print version, even though it's available in various Amazon websites around the world, just go to any Amazon website and check, just search for Oliver the Beagle, and it'll come up. you actually can't get it in every country. You can't get the printed version in every country because Amazon doesn't ship everywhere, but you can get the Kindle country in every single country in the entire world. So if you can't get the print one, at least you can get the electronic version. So yeah, possibly a great Christmas gift. We put a lot of our heart in, and we really think it reflects Oliver, actually, like the different movements that Oliver makes in the book. You know, when he tilts his ear to listen, like in this one here, it's the classic Beagle head tilt. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, that's what's up with the book. Oops, Oliver.
And it's a great Christmas gift for any Oliver fans, of course. And it's on sale now too, right?
Yes. Oh, right. You know, it's 20% off. We put it 20% off for the month of December. So on Amazon. Yeah.
Right. Yep. And then of course we've been continuing to make improvements to his app, Puppy Therapy, which was just a great fun side project for us. And I'd like to show you just a little bit more of what we've been doing. So we've been getting so many great submissions to the app. It's free to download, and you can upload your dog's photo for free. And we've got so many of them, and it's so much fun because you can like each dog's photos or give them pets or little loves. And each day you can kind of see who's the new featured dog. And so today looks like we have Timmy, age 6 here. Favorite food yogurt, 21,159 loves.
Wow.
Of course,
so many loves.
And that's what's so fun is that every dog seems to have more than 20,000 loves. So
you guys are putting a lot of hearts
yes.
on these dogs. We really appreciate that.
Yes, so there's been a lot of it's a big competition now. And so one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email to those of you who have submitted dogs before, and we'll just do like a little quick year and reviewed top 5 dogs who've gotten the most loves so far this year. And we'll do a little leaderboard for that, so that'll be fun. And in terms of other things too, if you have the latest iOS, I apologize again for the Android folks, but for those of you on iPhone, iPad, if you have the latest iOS, you may know that on your phone lock screen now, you can have these little widgets. And so we've now added an Oliver widget, which, webcam may not be zooming in properly, but you'll see you can have little Oliver on your phone screen with a little saying from him. And I actually found I really liked that. I didn't know if I would like it at all, but I tried it and I said, I thought I really like this. It's just like a little charm that's there each time you...
Every time you take your phone out of your pocket, Oliver will be right there.
And he goes to sleep also at night, so you'll see sleeping Oliver at night. That widget is only for those who do end up subscribing to the app, of course, for $4.99 a month. But the app is free to download, and it's free for everyone to look through the photos of dogs, and it's free for you to upload photos of your dog as well. So there's lots of stuff for those of you who prefer the free version.
Yep. Yeah, if you just want to download it, it is completely free. There are no charges. It's just optional. If you want to upgrade to Puppy Therapy Pro, that costs $4.99 a month, and there are a few extra features like this widget on your home screen. But a lot of the basic features are free, including you can, fall asleep to the sound of Oliver's snoring, and you can wake up to the sound of Oliver waking up with him as your alarm. Those are free features.
Yes.
So.
Yep. Oh, we also added. A lot of you use the app to calm your dog, play music for your dog when you're away. And so we've added a special holiday version too for, holidays are kind of frenzied. So we've added some gentle kind of Christmas music to that too. And we tried it on Oliver. He seemed to like it. So that's also new too.
Yeah.
We'll continue to add more, and we'll continue to strongly consider doing an Android version. Of course, once the business fundamentals make sense for that, and once we have figured out exactly what people love and everything like that, we will be very happy to do that, to do an Android version. So thank you for being patient about that. We'll keep on working on the app and see where it goes.
And one more thing you can do on the app is to feed him a Christmas cookie. And that's a good transition now to checking on our cookies. And we're going to do our Christmas celebration. So what have you got there?
So not sponsored at all, but I was in PetSmart just a couple weeks ago, and I saw this for sale there, which is it's like a mini cookie set. And honestly, I'm a sucker because it has a Beagle on it, so I had to buy it, even though I wasn't sure if Oliver will like it. And it seems like if you bake it, it comes with a mold. If you bake it, it has these little paws that come out because it's like kind of burnt there. So we're going to actually try that now. So unfortunately, we can't really do a little cooking demonstration here, but I've made put that into the mold, and I'm going to put it in the oven now. So in 15 minutes, we will have freshly baked cookies. We'll try this out and see how it goes. Again, not sponsored. I have no idea if Oliver will like this at all. Oliver's kind of picky, actually, so he may reject the cookie. So we'll see. So let me go put this in the oven.
Can we do start the poll before you go?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, so we have a poll asking about what do you think Oliver's favorite Christmas treat is? So the options are A, whipped cream straight from the can, B, eggnog, C, a Christmas cookie like the one we're going to give him just now, or D, turkey with gravy. So whipped cream straight from the can, eggnog, Christmas cookie, or turkey with gravy. So everyone can vote while Wayne goes to put the cookies in the oven. And meanwhile, I just want to give a quick shout out to our moderators. Thank you so much for helping us today. Kim Sean, Turbo Waitress, Carrie, which her handle is Casey and Dallas the Beagle, and Relentless. So thanks, everyone. And we are going to open some presents, but first I'm going to wait for Wayne to come back. And we're also going to take questions after that. So just so you know, when the questions come, we've already actually told the story of how we met Oliver and why we named him Oliver. That's actually in our very first live stream, which was last December. So we're not going to repeat ourselves again and tell that again. But if you really want to know the answers to those questions, please go check out that first live stream from last December. We covered that really thoroughly. We told the whole story, actually. It's a really beautiful story of how we first met Oliver.
Okay, so it says bake for 10 to 15 minutes. So we will set a timer and we'll check on that.
Okay, I think it's time for Oliver to open his presents.
I think Oliver,
the first two presents, is that what we're doing?
He knows something is up too, which is
really
he's funny.
Yes, look at this. I think it might be about the cookies going in the oven, but he also maybe senses my tone of voice. So shall we get the presents? Okay, you just put the timer on. Great. So we'll know when we won't burn the cookies. We have to be careful about that. We have definitely burned things in the past. When anything gets burned in the oven, Oliver runs downstairs. It's really wonderful. He runs away from the smoke. Good job, Oliver. Okay, so these are your presents.
Okay, so you'd like to open?
Oh, that's the one he ripped in the video. It was for him. I didn't even know.
It is for him.
Because it wasn't like, but you knew it was for you. It was for you. Okay, yes, you can go for it. And Oliver, of course, is wearing his Christmas sweater today. Yeah. Okay, you can get up. You know, you're being a little bit lazy with this. Are you kind of sleepy?
He's definitely getting lazier.
You're going to do this the easy way. Okay.
That's how I prefer my Christmas. Just lie in
bed. Lying in bed. It's like breakfast in bed, presents in bed, everything in bed for Oliver. Yes, someone was asking actually about this bed. This is his original Christmas bed. We've had it for how long, would you say, Wayne?
Several years.
Several years.
He loves
this bed. He sleeps on it every day. It's not just for Christmas; it's for the whole year. And it did get a little bit ripped on the bottom, but my mom fixed it. She sewed it back up again, and it's been perfectly fine since then. So this is his original Christmas bed. All right, Oliver, what is it? Oh my goodness! What is it?
Okay, it looks like is it like an octopus?
It
maybe?
says naughty, nice, or the third option is I tried. Oliver, I think you're either in the naughty category or the I tried category. I think we'll put you in the I tried category. Yeah, Oliver gets into things sometimes. You can see from the video this week's video, I guess, that he was trying to open the presents under the tree. We had to actually remove them from under the tree because otherwise he would have opened them all. So now you're getting a chance, Oliver. Oh, you're really going after that cardboard.
Okay. He seems to like the cardboard.
The cardboard
more than the actual. Yeah, it's kind of like kids and like, you know, they prefer the cardboard box.
Yes, the present that comes inside.
Is that satisfying?
Oh yeah, you like ripping it?
Oh. I thought he might like this because he likes anything with long limbs.
Good for playing tug.
Yeah, if you let us know too in the chat if whether you think your dogs are also like that too. Like he doesn't like toys are round, that it's hard for him to get his mouth around, but he loves long limbs that he can play tug with. What do you think, Oliver?
That's a perfect Christmas gift.
He's like, yep, good. Okay, next one.
Yeah, he's like, but it wasn't food related, so not in my top 10 Christmas gifts. What else do we have for him?
Oh, you wanted this?
Oh,
Oliver,
where you
going?
Oliver, you got to stay on camera. Oh, where are you going? You're going to go check. Oliver's going to go check on the cookies, clearly. Oh, wait, no, he's coming over to check on the presents. Okay, bring it up here. And
Here's your next gift is over here. Yes.
Why don't you come back up? Why don't you come up? You want to give him a space to come up, or you want to grab him? Oh, he's just sniffing around, looking to see if there's anything around that he can open. Oh, you want to open that? Here, I'm going to help you with the. Oh, you really? Okay. First thing he does, he puts all his weight on it. He's like, "This. I'm going to crush this thing first, and that will maybe lead to one of the sides popping open, and I won't even have to do that. It won't even need much effort." Every night after dinner, we still play this game where we give him 2 boxes, like a cereal box that we put a bunch of treats in. And he is extremely efficient at extracting these treats from the boxes. Sometimes we have to put one box inside another box to make it a little bit more challenging for him. He's very good.
Yeah, I think it's good. His trainer recommended things like that, where you try to play on beagles or hounds' sniffing instinct, actually all dogs, and then give them a little puzzle to work on.
What have you got there? Is this some kind of jerky? Shall I open it for you? I don't want you to eat the plastics. I'm going to open it for you, okay? Oh, you're not going to let me have it? Oh, this is a lot of treats. This is a box full of treats. Okay, the one that he really seems to want here is called Thinkers Play-Doh Jerky.
Yes.
Do you know what end this opens on? Oh, here, I see.
Yeah, it's a little bit like one of those Slim Jim sticks, isn't it?
It's like a Slim Jim stick.
Yes. Oliver, do you want to finish opening?
Oh, look at this. No, he's like, I'm going to eat the whole thing. Well, you can definitely have part of it, Oliver. Maybe the rest later. I'll give you a little bit more.
Yeah, this is a problem though. Is like once he's opened a present with treats, he's going to be obsessed about it now.
That's true. He's wherever I put it, he's probably going to run over there and
he's going to want to eat all of it until.
Yeah, this is a lot. I don't know that you could really eat.
Yeah,
should really.
Wait, Oliver, do you want to see the rest of this? Or can we show it?
Oh wow.
Okay, so I also just found this. I forgot where I found this, but we've tried these treats before. Again, not sponsored. I think I've had trouble finding them, and then I finally found them in another store. He really likes these. It's like Play-Doh, chicken jerky. It's kind of crumbly and moist at the same time, and we sometimes sprinkle that over his food. Because I think the moistness of it seems like he's really drawn to that. So I think he'll like it. So,
I think you can have this whole thing.
Yeah,
maybe
it's fine.
It's
Christmas. All
it's Christmas.
Almost.
And maybe we should put the other ones away. Otherwise, he might not realize because they haven't been opened yet. He might, if I just sneak away with them. Let's see how this works. I don't think that this is actually going to work, but I will try. Okay.
Oh, is that good? You like that?
Did I succeed?
Yeah, he might go in this.
He's going to go look for it. I'm pretty sure that I did not get away with that at all.
Oliver, do you want to wear your Christmas scarf too?
Oh, okay. So, do we have the poll results from our poll? We do. So, let's see how Oliver's favorite Christmas treat?
How well do people know Oliver?
So what did the poll say? So how many people said whipped cream straight from the can?
16%.
16%. So if you saw that video, he really liked the whipped cream, but the idea of getting it straight from the can was not his favorite thing.
He's still very wary of it.
Wary of the can. Second, how many people said eggnog?
Nope.
0%.
3%.
3%. He has never actually had eggnog. Do you think he would like it?
I don't think he would like it, and I don't think it's good for dogs anyway.
Okay.
I think it's probably very cinnamony too. So I don't think he would like it.
Yeah. Get that too. And then the third is Christmas cookie, which we're about to have. And how many people voted for that?
21%.
21%. I think he'll definitely enjoy this Christmas cookie. But I think what he would enjoy even more is turkey with gravy. I'm pretty sure that would be his number one. And how many people voted for that?
61%.
61%. So. You know Oliver pretty well. He probably saw his video about how he's craving for turkey at Thanksgiving. That happens every time we make turkey. So it was not just a one-off. Oliver, maybe we'll get some more turkey. So thanks everyone for doing that poll. And the cookies are going to be ready in maybe 5 minutes.
Yep.
So why don't we start taking some questions from fans?
Okay, so let's start with, so we got some questions already, but if you have additional questions, please just put them in the chat now. and we will. I'll try to look through them. It's a lot, but I'll try to pick some as you're answering them. And
yeah. So we got some questions yesterday, and one of them we already sort of addressed a little bit, but we could address some more. That's from Nancy and Terry Whitmore. Does Oliver interact well with strangers? What would you say to that?
No.
It depends. We're talking about strange dogs or strange humans.
If
we're talking about strange humans.
So if you look on the Wikipedia article for Beagle, which if some of you have thought about getting Beagles, you probably have looked at. There's a line in there that says that Beagles are a bit standoffish with strangers, but then they are won over. It's easy to win them over eventually. And I think that describes Oliver to a T. He's when he meets a stranger, he's kind of like, and he may not even like the stranger petting him. He's got a thing about being petted here. Like, he'll let me do it. But I think when a complete stranger comes and you could imagine if a complete stranger came to you on the street and decided to do this to your head, you might think that's a little bit in my personal space. Oliver, this analogy isn't working very well because Oliver actually likes it more when you do this, which I also probably would not like a complete stranger to do to me, but yeah. So he's happier to get sort of scratched back here that's away from his head, away from his ears and his eyes and this sensitive sort of, organs that he's trying to see and hear and smell with. And then we sometimes have to redirect people. We're like, hey, yeah, just scratch him here. You might not like it so much on the top of his head. Yeah. And we met Beagles, other Beagles too, who we're strangers to them. I feel like it's the same way too. They're a little bit skeptical of you at first. But you are sitting right in the middle of all your wrapping paper and looking around, seeing, okay, what's next? Where's the next? I'm sure there are more presents. I saw more presents. Is this Christmas Day or not, or what? And when are we going to open them? Yeah, it's not actually Christmas yet, Oliver. No. Sorry, not for another week. Oh, you got a yawn. That's a good yawn. Did you enjoy your jerky? Someone asked, does he like being scratched behind his ears? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Maybe not always, but he loves it. And then he'll start making kind of like a purring sound too sometimes. It's like this, I think this is this itch he can't scratch sometimes in his ears. So he seems to really like that. He sounds very content. Oliver, I would say you are looking especially handsome today. This is a really nice morning for Oliver. Yeah, I'm not sure he likes the all the Christmas gear, but yeah, the sweater. Do you want to try the ears? You want to try the ears, Oliver? Now, our next question I thought we could do as a poll because Melissa Humphrey asked, does Oliver have a favorite restaurant or drive-through? And why don't we just throw this to all the Oliver community, the Oliver fans? Let's do this as a poll. What is Oliver's favorite restaurant / drive-through? So first option, McDonald's. Second option, Starbucks. Third option is Culver's, which is a restaurant chain that I think we only have here in the Midwest of the United States. It's not national. And then fourth option is In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger. So McDonald's, Starbucks, Culver's, or In-N-Out Burger. So you can vote on that. We'll take another question, then we'll come back to it. Carrie, who's actually one of our monitors, Casey Dallas, asks, does Oliver ever watch TV? And what would you say? Great question. No. No, it's weird. Never. And we see dogs. People sometimes send us videos of their dogs or their beagles watching Oliver on TV, so we don't understand. Oh, hi. Hi. Did you want something? He's like, where did the rest of it go? I know there was more. Did you see that? Or he does that when he's asking for more. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna get the cookies in a second, though. Yeah. How many more minutes till the cookies are ready? I'll check. 13 seconds. So 13 seconds, almost ready. So yeah. He doesn't. We get so many videos. Please also keep on sending them to us either by email or Instagram. Your dogs watching Oliver on TV, reacting to. I love those, and I wish I could send one back of Oliver reacting, but he does not react at all. He did bark at a villain on TV once, but other than that, I feel like he watches for like 7 seconds maybe, and then he's like, okay, there's no food, there's no sense, and then he kind of tunes out. There was once I was watching something and a doorbell went off in the television show and he thought it was our doorbell. Yeah, that's happened to me. So he can certainly hear what's going on television, but he doesn't seem visually all
He seems to realize, okay, there's no smell, so it's not real. So, you know, if it was a real danger, there would be some kind of smell that would alert him to that danger. So you're very smell oriented, aren't you, Oliver?
Someone says Oliver is really missing out on White Lotus on TV. And White Lotus finale.
I have not yet finished White Lotus. I'm still at the beginning of season 2. All right, so don't tell me what happens. I heard there's a big twist. Question: has snow already fallen in Chicago? And is Oliver still so excited about the snow and his snow boots? That question is from Merle 3113. So yeah, why don't you go get the cookies, and I guess I'll answer this question. So yeah, it's been a pretty dry winter. I mean, it has been cold enough for snow, but there hasn't been a lot of precipitation, except for yesterday. We got, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Like, it was so little. I tried to make a video of it, but there was so little snow that it wasn't. Oh, yes. We are getting the Christmas cookies. They're going to come over here. I promise. Yeah. He's bringing them over. Yeah, Wayne's going to bring them over. So you don't need to go there. Yeah, you can stay here with us. Yeah, no, you can stay with us. Yeah, stay here. Stay on camera. Sorry, I'm doing my best to keep Oliver here. He's going to run away in a second, though. There's no way I can keep him when he senses that there are cookies coming. So I'm here all alone. I don't know if I'm worth looking at without Wayne and Oliver, but I'll take another question, which is, oh my goodness, this is a tough one. What is Oliver's favorite toy, and how do you know? This is from Arnie Goldstein. So honestly, I don't really know what Oliver's favorite toy is. It changes a lot from day to day. Sometimes I think he likes the bigger toys, like Bolt. He has a big Bolt from the Disney movie. We had to actually get him a second one because he de-stuffed the first one. And he does bring Bolt up to bed sometimes. He also has a little corgi that he likes. Chester the horse has sadly had to go into retirement because we haven't had him mended yet, and I was really getting into de-stuffing Chester, and Chester we thought is really special and we wanted to keep him. So hopefully when we bring him out of the toy box, which is right here in the living room, it's Oliver's toy box. It's this long, low wooden box you might have seen in some of the videos. That's Oliver barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. He is very excited about the cookies. Yeah, hopefully next time we'll bring Chester out of the box again, and Oliver won't be so intent on de-stuffing Chester. But yeah, no, he's got some of his classic toys that he's never de-stuffed. This is his Christmas moose that he's had for a couple years at least. And his monkey from when he was a little puppy, he still hasn't de-stuffed. And we don't know why he de-stuffed some toys and not others, but maybe he thinks these toys are special. So maybe that's why he's not de-stuffing them. Okay. All right, Christmas cookies are here. Come on, let's get them up here. Let's get him up here. All right, Oliver. So is it too hot to eat?
It's still hot. But
should we break it into little pieces?
Okay. So yeah, we talked about, this is the first time we've done this. First time I bought this, and it doesn't actually look at all like what it says on the package. It's supposed to be little paws, but I think it looks just like I don't know. There's not really doesn't really look like paws to me. It's just kind of like a kind of blob, actually. So
I think it's a little bit too hot, so I'm going to put some water on it to cool it down.
Yeah, sure.
Let me go get the water, and there's some crumbs there for you, Oliver.
Yeah. So test. I guess the test result is I'm not sure about this about these cookies. I think you may actually get better results if you make your own cookies for your dog, and if you get like a mold for your dog, so like one of the cook cutters. So I think we may do that instead. We have a little cutter that's a bone-shaped one, and we did Christmas cookies last year where we made it from scratch, and he seemed to like it. So,
all right, here you go, Oliver.
So how's it taste, even though they don't look very good?
Have you tasted it?
He seems like he's eating.
Well, how would you describe the taste?
Oh, I haven't tasted it. I mean, I just.
What are the ingredients?
There's egg and flour and a little bit of peanut butter. Yeah, it's fine. It's certainly not to my taste, but Oliver seems to like it.
All right, you want to give him some more? So maybe break that into pieces. Is that too hot to eat? Let me sort of break it, and then maybe we'll help.
So yeah, probably not a huge success, I would say. This set from PetSmart. So I think we'll just stick to making our own in the future.
I think it's a little bit too hot, so let's just break it into little tiny pieces.
He'll like it, but he'll eat it. But
just cool it down a little bit more.
It's definitely not the aesthetics that the packaging was promising.
All right, Oliver, I think it is cool enough to eat now.
So the poll results were that, again, you all know Oliver very well. 61% said In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. Yes. So In-N-Out doesn't exist here in Chicago, but when we were in California, not just for the whole year when we were in California, but also last summer when we were in California visiting Wayne's parents, yes, we did get to go to In-N-Out several times, and I believe Oliver remembered that pretty well. So yeah, In-N-Out it is. He's actually never been to Starbucks. I've heard about these pup cups though you can get with whipped cream in them.
Yeah, we should actually try that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, another question. Does Oliver still take all his toys to bed every night, and will you make a stuffed animal version of Oliver?
Oh, great idea.
So he doesn't as much. Last year he did a lot, and now he does occasionally take his bones up to bed. So it's like this, it's not rawhide, but it's like a rawhide equivalent. He really loves those, and he will take it to bed, run upstairs and fling it on the bed and do a little dance and roll on it. So he still does that. Oh, I'm sorry.
You got 2 whole cookies though. But you want even more? Oh my goodness, that's yes, I know. My heart's breaking. You whine like that.
Why don't you lick the plate?
Yeah, you've got some. We'll get lunch later.
As for making a stuffed animal version of Oliver, we would like to. We tried, and the samples that got sent back were.
I'm sorry, we could not sell you that.
Yes, that would be an insult to all of you. We would never do that. We would not charge that much to give you something inferior like that. Yeah, they were pretty bad. Oliver, as you know, is a little bit challenging to make too because he has his special brown sugar patch on his muzzle. And so one manufacturer tried to do that by just sewing on like an orange patch.
It was not good.
It was awful.
Yeah.
So if any of you know other manufacturers who are good designers who can actually make a great stuffed animal that actually looks like Oliver, please let us know. I think Gatsby the Corgi on YouTube, they have.
Oh yeah, we bought that one.
He actually really likes Gatsby. That is very good. Like
it's extremely good.
It's very realistic. The color is right on point.
If anyone knows Gatsby's dad, could put us in touch with him. We would love to know what his supplier was.
Yes, he can reveal the secret to us of which supplier he had. I think stuffed animal Oliver would be great. That's a great idea. It's something we'll continue pursuing. And I know when Oliver was a puppy, they sell these stuffed animals that kind of like warm up inside too. So I think that'd be a great companion to the app as well to calm your dog. So yes, all great ideas.
So Judy Height asks, my question is, do you have to be very quiet opening chips or other food packages? Because I have to. My Beagle is such a beggar and hears every sound of food packages. I love this question. What would you say?
Yes, it's like we're sneaking. It's like sneaking a cigarette, basically. It's like you have to smell. I don't know. It's like parents sneaking. I don't know. It's just like or kids sneaking cigarette. It's like you have to be really quiet. No smells.
Even if he's upstairs, I don't. How good could your hearing be? But the thing is, he has somehow learned the difference between every packaging sound when you open it. So if you're opening a package of broccoli, somehow he knows that it's not interesting, or maybe you can smell it. But he has figured out like what packagings would he be especially excited about.
Yeah, the treat packages has come in this kind of crinkly sound that he seems to know. And ice cream, he's also very good at.
He's very attentive, especially when the freezer opens. His alarm bells start ringing. He's like, okay, potential ice cream here.
But not even that too, but like he will wait. Like he will.
That's true. He waits.
He has this kind of threshold level detector.
He'll be sitting here, sort of interested, but he won't actually start moving until you open the lid of the ice cream.
Yeah, so this kind of cardboard sound as the container comes, the lid comes off, and then also if you make a clink of a spoon.
Oh, a clink of a spoon.
He'll absolutely be there.
Yeah, and then he has to get into position right next to you. Okay, so Oliver's just drinking some water, so I guess he's a little bit thirsty from everything he's been having, and he's gone over to investigate whether there are any more cookies in the kitchen. So why don't we take one more question from the chat, and I'll go see if once Oliver's finished drinking, whether I can sort of harness him or lasso him, get him back.
Yes, he's drinking water
Retrieve
right now.
Him.
Right. People are just talking about how hard it is to replicate Oliver as a stuffed animal.
Yes. I have a question that we got yesterday from Gina Delapa. When and where are your next Oliver meetups? Meeting this sweet boy is on my list for 2023. So what Oliver meetups did we do this year?
We did one in Chicago. So there's a big Beagle group here in Chicago, and they there's actually a great beach here where you can have everyone takes their dogs there and they can run free. And so we went to that one and met some Oliver fans, great Oliver fans. So they were that's the video actually that we have. And also when we were in California, we did one more meetup there too. So I think going forward for next year, I imagine there will be another Chicago meetup once the weather gets better. And obviously it's really hard right now. But once the weather gets better, I imagine there'll be another big beach meetup. So
yeah, that would be fun.
I forget what the Facebook group for it is called, but we will of course announce that, and we will take Oliver to that. And then after that, I'm not sure. We usually go see our families in the summer. We'll see with my new job whether or not we can do that.
You don't know how much vacation time.
Right. You're never sure at first. So I think if we end up going to the West Coast, we might try to go to a meetup there too. But yeah, Chicago and then the West Coast, California somewhere, maybe even Canada if we go to Canada.
Awesome.
So we'll see.
Go to Canada again.
But yeah, we'll try to announce those in advance because it's been great meeting everyone.
Yeah. So keep putting your questions in the chat. I know we haven't taken a lot of questions from the chat, but definitely willing to.
Someone. I apologize to some people were asking too for closed captioning in future live streams. We'll try to work on that next time because I know it's kind of hard to hear us sometimes.
Yeah.
So we will do that. And
certainly, if you haven't been able to hear us in the live stream itself, this will be uploaded as a video, and at that point, we'll be able to enable closed captioning.
Yeah, good point.
So yes, Studio Art asks, what has been Oliver's favorite Christmas present ever? And I have no idea. What would you say? He gets a lot of stuffed animals.
What do you think, Oliver?
What has your favorite Christmas present been? We know what his least favorite was because we did a poll about that in our last live stream. So what was his least favorite Christmas present from last year? Does anyone remember what that was? Yeah. So we got him this really nice, what we thought was a really nice, like fabric tent, really soft.
That's
really
right,
cozy,
the tent.
Very cozy, and it has his name on top, Oliver. And we've tried to coax him in by putting treats. Unless we've actually put a treat inside, he has actually never gone in. I don't think he's ever fully gone in. He'll put his paws in just to sniff around to make sure there's no treats in there. But he's never settled down for a nap in that tent.
It's too bad because I like the thought of the tent and he's enclosed and
oh, what's up? That's a little line of complaints. You're like, where are the other cookies? Okay, it's not actually time for lunch yet.
Yes, anything treats oriented basically will be his favorite Christmas present.
Yeah, Oliver, what is your favorite Christmas present? You want to answer? I wish we could do bubbles in live streams. We could have a bubble coming out. He'd be like, just the turkey, please. The turkey's good enough for me. And the turkey jerky.
Someone asked, does Oliver know the true meaning of Christmas?
What is the true meaning of Christmas?
Oh, he's thinking.
You are thinking. The true meaning of Christmas is getting presents? No, that's not actually the true meaning of Christmas. What do you think the true meaning of Christmas is? It's peace and love and goodwill for all humankind. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, he got to it eventually, but his first thought was about the presents. But yeah, if you do press him, he will eventually say, yeah, I guess it's something about peace and love and goodwill. That too, yeah.
Someone asked, is Oliver healthy? Which is a great question.
Oh,
because he just went to do his
his checkup. And what were the results of the checkup?
His checkup was very good. So he's unfortunately he's very afraid of the vet, and it's something that, as a puppy, he was like, "Oh, I love this place. I get free biscuits and everything." And I feel like with each additional year, as he gets more shots and gets poked and prodded more, he's learned to not like the vet as much. We do have a very great vet though. She's amazing, and so she coaxed him out and listened to his heart and did everything. So he's all good. He does have like a small cyst, which I think happens sometimes when like the oil
sebaceous gland would it be? Anyways, some of the oil glands on the top of their backs and then on their tails can sometimes get blocked and cause a little cyst. And we've been watching and monitoring it for how long now, would you say?
Like a year or so?
A year or over a year. And it hasn't gotten any bigger. And the vet is just like, we should just keep monitoring it. As long as it's not growing, it's not really worth trying to remove it. And it doesn't seem to be causing him any pain.
Yeah. It's not very visible actually, and she says it's harmless, and it's just that she doesn't want it to grow too much. Otherwise, then she'll recommend removing it. Which there's always like when you come to removals, then you have to do surgery and the cone of shame and everything. So she's like, oh, let's try to like not do that as long as possible.
And Oliver did put on 1 pound this year.
Oh no, Oliver!
He's not the heaviest he's ever been, but he's sort of on the upper range of his usual weight fluctuations. And we're not sure where that came from, but it's really hard with Oliver not to give him treats. And we've added games, because he does get a sniff and seek after lunch and a sniff and seek after dinner, where we hide treats around the living room or sometimes upstairs to make it more challenging. So he's got that, but then we've also added these treat boxes after dinner where he gets to find treats in the boxes. And once you add a game, you can't really take it away. It's like always additive because he remembers very well that it's dinner time and then it's after dinner, and he will come and tell me that it's time for his treat boxes. We used to like delay that until later in the evening, and it's getting quicker and quicker. So now it's like 5 minutes after dinner, he wants his treat boxes. So, I would say he's still a good weight, though. I don't think he looks overweight. He's not overweight. He just put on 1 pound.
I think he's we're going to have to watch it basically and make sure he doesn't continue adding more weight. I think maybe ideally he would be a couple pounds thinner, but he still has the waist which is desirable. So yeah, I think he's okay, but we need to make sure we're not giving him too much food. So that's where he's at right now.
Sometimes I wonder, Oliver, are you just hungry all the time? I don't know what to do because we're giving him the right amount of food to maintain, his good health and to maintain his weight. And but of course, if Oliver had his way, he would be eating 3 or 4 times as much probably as he is. So that's life with a Beagle. He's ready to eat at any moment, including stuff he should that he sometimes finds. But that's also Beagles have experienced that many times.
Okay, so we are at 52 minutes, so I think we're going up. There are some great tips though in the chat about giving him carrots and veggies to kind of.
He likes broccoli.
He likes carrots too, and especially if you roast them, he really likes them. Mm-hmm. Beets he actually seems to like as well, which is surprising. He loves apples too, so
yes, it's a lot of apples.
Good.
And pears, he'll eat pears too sometimes. As long as it's sweeter fruit, he'll eat it.
Right. Okay. Well, I think
our 4th part is actually future plans, vacation schedule for his new job. But we would like to take some really fun trips. Oliver's so great with road trips. Ever since we found that out, which is when we brought him to the. At that point, he had never been in the car for more than like an hour and a half at a stretch. That he can actually do really well with 6-hour car journeys, and he doesn't have a problem with it. He just sleeps the whole time, and he doesn't get sick in the car. That sort of allowed us to extend our range, and that's how we were able to do all these trips. Like last summer, if you've seen the videos, going to Glacier National Park and Banff National Park.
Yes, he loves
Montana. You were falling asleep a little bit, but with your eyes open. I love this thing when he does the. Can we get the microphone even closer? When he does the snoring with his eyes open. I'm not quite sure what that means, but let's listen for a second. He's like, now I'm not going to do it because you stopped talking.
Yeah, he stopped.
He stopped. Okay. Well, maybe while I keep talking, you'll be able to hear him snoring again with his eyes open.
Okay. So people are saying that the audio's cutting in and out a little bit. So we're having a few streaming issues.
Okay.
But nevertheless, we're also getting people saying that we should continue to do some more road trips. Someone says, come to Florida. I'm sure Oliver would love how warm it is there.
Amazing.
So yes, I think we'd love to take more road trips around the country. He loved Montana. He loved going to west, so Utah, the desert there. He actually quite liked it. So maybe when it's cooler, we'll go back again.
All right. So have a wonderful holiday season, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our 2022 Christmas live stream. So yes, thank you everyone for coming. Hug your dogs. Hug strange dogs, not too strange, but if they want to be hugged. And have a wonderful new year. And we will be posting more videos in 2023. And please come and join us on Oliver's many adventures that I'm sure we'll be having in the next year. So thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah, and we'll we're not quite sure if we're going to make a Christmas video, and with Oliver opening the rest of his presents, but we'll try to. We'll try to post something else before the end of the year.
Yes.
And yeah, and people want to see your shirt again.
Oh, people want to see the shirt again. Well, you can see it as I'm actually reaching to end the live stream. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. And here we are, Anatomy of a Beagle. You can find it. There's a link in the video description where you can get to Amazon if you want to buy this shirt. Same thing with Wing's shirt. We didn't make these shirts, but we found them on Amazon. We think they're really cute. Okay, so thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Oliver, say goodbye to your fans. Yeah, Oliver. Okay, so Oliver's like, I think I'm ready for another cookie. All right, he'll definitely get those cookies eventually. So thanks, everyone, for coming, and have a wonderful holiday. Bye, everyone.